All right, everybody, welcome into week 3 of the Divine League Showdown. All right, so right off the bat, we're gonna go while these ladies are getting this flight path here. All right, Golden Eagles, after week 2 standings, they are leading with first place right now with 60 points. Followed very closely is going to be Nytron Esport, then AoR, and then Goexia. These ladies have been battling it out for the last 2 weeks. This is going to make their week 3, and a lot of these ladies have been putting up points. We have seen a lot of good fights, a lot of quick action as well, a lot of teams taking on overtaking duos, taking on full squads. We've seen it all so far. But moving into week 3, let's see if these ladies can hold up their position on the leaderboard. All right, our match number 1 is going to be Myanmar or Erangel, and we have a flight path coming out of Savarni all the way down to Primorsk. We've got Georgia Pool, Razak, School, Pachinki. We've got some good places for these ladies to jump down, loot up, grab what they need, and then take on fights as they come. Looks like we've got 2 teams kind of going towards the Pachinki School area, but most of our teams are kind of staying on that northwest side of the flight path. It's going to make for an interesting match here with those majority of those teams on that side. And those teams that are on that side are definitely going to be able to have to grab what they need, grab a vehicle, and then head over into the zone. And these teams are definitely scattered out. They do have plenty of time to be able to loot and grab what they need. When we see AoR has definitely done this quite a bit for the last 3 weeks or so, the last 2 weeks here. We have seen them split like this, where each of them absolutely take on a small location, a small area to grab what they need, and then meet back up together. This is a tactic that not a lot of teams I have seen actually do this and pull it off very nicely. I've seen a lot of these teams where they've actually just jumped down together in a large area, grabbed what they needed, and then got out of the area and moved on into the next zone. All right, team 3 is going to be Goexia. And they are here in Pachinki by themselves right now, grabbing and looting up whatever they need. And then we have F29, that's over in the school area. They've got that area to themselves. Nytron Esports, kind of in the Gatka area. They are split quite a bit here. And again, another tactic that we have seen in the last 2 weeks, that some of these ladies will split quite a bit apart and be able to come bring it back in together, where they have completely done absolutely really well on doing that. All right, team 14, Golden Eagles. And they are in the Georgia Pool Hospital area. And then team 9 is going to be AoR. And team 8 to run a nation. And those are the teams that are here playing tonight. We don't have all of them in here tonight. Hopefully that the teams that we're missing will actually join us. Maybe in the next match or so. Maybe we'll have some more. And our first zone is closing in. We'll be moving on to stage 2 here. So these teams that are going to be out, kind of still out there, kind of towards the northwest, that are going to be out there, they are going to be caught in that blue zone. So they're going to need to be able to get a vehicle and then move over into the next location. And while we are waiting there, let's bring up the scores again. All right, Golden Eagles, this is after week 2 standings. Golden Eagles with 2 chicken dinners last week, putting up 60 total points for the team just after week 2. Nytron Esports with 36 points, coming in second for week 2. They are not very far behind. We do have a tie with them with AoR, so we'll see how these two teams battle it out to be able to break that tie. We have Goexia coming in 4th with 25 points. Run Nation coming in 5th with 24. Very close call between theirs, just a point difference. So we'll see how those two teams actually match up for this week. 9 Xtreme Girls coming in 6th with 22 points. And then F29 coming in 7 with 17. So these ladies have definitely put up some points in the last 2 weeks here. So we'll see how a lot of these teams will hold up for week 3. Hopefully we'll see some tiebreakers here to move the teams up in a position, and maybe even have some of these teams that are down there kind of towards the bottom kind of pull forward. We'll see how these teams and these ladies play out for tonight and this week. All right, Run Nation, it looks like they have definitely hopped in a vehicle. They looks like they're starting to make their way into the next zone. And Team 12, this is going to be 9 Xtreme Girls. And they're going to be making their way into zone. And currently we have none of our teams that we do have one. It looks like Team 3, Goexia, did lose a member there. And they are definitely in a fight, it looks like. Let's check them out. Let's see who they are taking on. But they do have one elimination up there on the board, so, and it looks like they're taking on AoR. As AoR is quickly rolling in and rolling by. And AoR is going to be quickly down to just one member. And it looks like Goexia, she is going to be the last one standing still for AoR. Now being a solo, let's see how well she can hold up to these teams that are still full squads. And we'll keep an eye on her as she does kind of take her time trying to get the team into that top 10, or at least the top 5. It looks like Golden Eagles were taking on some shots there from F29. All right, so we did have Golden Eagles. They did split, so they're going to be split 2 and 2 here. Rival with the good shots. Caddy laying down some shots. So Goexia is now up to 3 eliminations. All right, F29 holding up very nicely inside these group of houses. They do have 2 members of Goexia up there on the hill, and it looks like those 2 are going to be backing off and leaving the area, kind of to stay as a full squad here. And we still have all of our teams. A few of our teams are missing a few players here, but we are still sitting as a full group of ladies that started out tonight. None of our teams have been eliminated for match number 1. Caddy definitely, she was able to move around and get a better angle, which is absolutely, looks like she was doing some shots there. Let's go check out Curly. She is kind of laying low just a little bit, trying to not to get hit. Hopefully that Goexia will actually leave the area so F29 can get out of these group of houses and make it into the zone. And our zone does quickly shift back over to the farm area. So let's go check out Run Nation. And they are taking on Nytron Esports here. Run Nation, a team of 3. Looks like one of their members might have disconnected. Hopefully they'll come back here and join back in, keeping Run Nation as sitting as a full squad. Ruru, she is moving in. Let's see. XYZ is definitely outside the window there. Is Ruru gonna find her? And it does, and Ruru goes down really quickly. XYZ gets a point on the board for a Run Nation. Beautiful grenade there. By Mura, she's definitely laid that grenade down and was able to actually get a good hit on XYZ. All right, Enchantress has joined the party back with Run Nation. Now this is going to be a 3v3, but with XYZ slowly losing health, it may turn into a 2v3 here. We'll see. XYZ does get down off the building. We could see Run Nation and be able to get a revive. Enchantress is moving in for a revive and does pull it off. Hopefully Amanda can keep the Nytron Esports their attention here while the revive is taking place, and it does. XYZ, she is back up on her feet just across the way a little ways. You see Golden Eagle. Well, all of what's going on, and they may try to roll in and get a third parties here. We'll see how that plays out. All right, our zone is closing in. This is Mira. She is down, and they're gonna get that revive very nicely. This is what our zone is. AoR still hanging in there as being a solo. And it looks like Amanda, she is going to quickly push here. All right, she has Enchantress coming in for backup. Enchantress goes down and is down and out there. All right, so Run Nation quickly up to a duo. Nytron Esports XYZ with another kill, it looks like. Run Nation is now up to 3 eliminations, and they are sitting as a duo. And Golden Eagles kind of hanging back. They are a duo as well. So they're kind of hanging back, waiting for either a Run Nation or Nytron Esports to be able to make it into the zone. And Taro, she is definitely waiting very patiently, because one of these two teams are going to have to leave that area and make it right into Golden Eagles' trap there. Nytron Esports it down to just a solo. Can Anaha, can she hold it down? And is quickly eliminated. Amanda coming in with a clutch there, while XZY is going to be revived. All right, Run Nation is going to be in that blue zone. Golden Eagles just on the other side. Oh, and looks like XZY dropped to zone, and it looks like Amanda is going to have to be able to get in. She is going to need to heal up and get to zone as quickly as she can, or she might go out to zone. All right, she's going to have to be extremely careful with Golden Eagles. That's just right there, definitely waiting. And she makes it into zone. And she's going to be pushing forward into the next zone. She is very low on health, so she's running right into X9 Extreme Girls. All right, Livia, she is definitely kind of in the center here. Not too much of in the center. She does have a single building here. All right, Golden Eagles have definitely moved in as well. Oh, F29. They've got two. Let's go check it out. They've got two of their members that have been knocked. And it looks like they're going to be moving forward as a solo here. Curly, he just got knocked out of there. F29 been eliminated as they were trying to make their way closer into the center. Goexia now down to being a duo. They do have 4 eliminations. Anna down and out. She got knocked out of the car. Manu, she is out in the open and is needing to make her way into zone. We are down to just 4 teams that remain. 9 Xtreme girls still sitting as our only team as being a full squad. They have 2 eliminations. Alright, Golden Eagles taking on a little bit of fire there. Let's see. Musia, as she is moving in on a Golden Eagles. We're down to just 2 teams remain. Rage been dropped for Golden Eagles. Golden Eagles with 6 eliminations. Vera with the getting these grenades out. Toro, can she hold it? And she is down and out. GG's to these ladies for match number 1. 9 Xtreme girls taking that chicken dinner, coming in second. Golden Eagles AoR coming in third. Goexia coming in fourth. F29 coming in fifth. Run Nation coming in sixth. And Nytron Esport coming in 7th. Going all out goes to Golden Eagle Toro with 4 eliminations. Naha with the best companion with Nytron Esports with 2 revives, definitely keeping the team alive. Goexia with 9 Xtreme girls dealing that final kill, giving them the chicken dinner for match number 1. All right, we'll get you here momentarily as quickly as we can into match number 2. Hang tight. right, match number 2. Now we're going to be here in Myanmar, and we have a great flight path. A lot of good places for these ladies to jump down along this flight path. We're coming out of kind of the island area all the way up to Campo Militar. We've got El Elzar, Cruz de Ville, Truck Stop, Los Leonos, San Martin, Hacienda, the water treatment. We've got some really good places along this flight path for these ladies to jump down, loot up, grab what they need, and then move on to the next town, next city here. With this zone kind of being that southeast side, might see some teams kind of jump towards El Pozo, the water treatment, Hacienda, Picado. Might see them kind of move out in that direction, but we'll never know until our first zone hits where it's going to be. And right off the bat here, we've got quite a few that are jumping really quickly. And 9 Xtreme girls are winners from last match, so we're going to be following them. It looks like they're going to be going into Los Leonos. And they're going to have Los Leonos to themselves. They're going to have the entire city here. They're going to have plenty of loot for them to grab. They're going to be able to at least stack up to all level 3. And when we see AoR, they've split for this one. They're doing a duo here. So they're doing splitting 2 and 2 very nicely. And our zone is staying towards the east side of the map. So we got about a handful of teams or so that are going to be outside that blue zone, outside the very first stage, but are very close to it. So it does give them a little bit of time to be able to grab what they need. All right, we have Run the Nation and Goexia kind of in the same area, but since this map is quite a bit of a large land map, they could easily loot and grab what they need and get out of there. And never know that each team was and Run Nation did split quite a bit. Again, this is another tactic that we have seen them use in the last 2 weeks, where they'll split quite a bit and each of them pick their destination location to be able to get exactly what they need and then meet back up. All right, and for the scores for after match 1, we will get those here as soon as we can. They are working on them. They're going to make sure that the points are correct. A little bit about Myanmar. It is a very large land map, and there's a lot of high places, high tops and places for these ladies to be able to get on top of and be able to oversee quite a bit of the area. One of which is going to be the San Martin Hill. You can, if teams get up there, they can oversee Hacienda very well and see which teams are in there before even moving into Hacienda if need be. And we are definitely going to see kind of a very slow and steady pace here from these teams. All right, Goexia full squad right still. They started out as a full squad. And they are split for sure. They've got 3 over on one side of the map, and then Manu, she is on the other side. Nytron Esports starting match 2 being a full squad, F29 a full squad as well. Looks like most of every team that's for this match is being a full squad. And if there's a team that y'all want to see while we are actually kind of waiting this out as the zone does close in, if there's a team that you want to see and hop on and see how they're doing, just let me know in the chat. XZY looks like she was in getting a hit there just a little bit. In our zone for our second stage here did still stay towards the east side, with Los Leonos Impala still in play for these ladies to be able to drive through, grab what they need. Looks like we've got Run Nation just south of Los Leonos. Let's go jump in on with them and see if they're actually going to push into Los Leonos. And each of these ladies does have a vehicle, so that does make really well for being able to quickly rotate on teams. Golden Eagles staying very close and looting up as they go. They do have a good position here. They do have a very small group of houses inside the current zone, so they're going to wait it out here very nicely. All right, our teams are making it in kind of towards the center of the zone here. Looks like 9 Xtreme girls are moving out of Los Leonos. And they are on a nice little rock here. They can definitely see quite a bit around them. Let's go jump in with F29. And looks like most of these ladies are going to be kind of getting a nice little hilltop. Nytron getting a nice little rock area as well, and a nice little high place to be able to oversee quite a bit. Levia is in trouble prepping that grenade with Goexia just right up the hill. Beautiful grenade. It does get a little bit of damage. Takes it with Coral. She is back and healed up. AoR quickly moving in. Olivia, she is backing off just a little bit, regrouping with the rest of AoR. It looks like she's going to be rotating around. Kitty trying to find that prime shot there. Nice shots there by Kitty. Definitely lighting up that vehicle for sure. And it looks like Olivia, she is going to be down and out. So AoR is going to be now being a team of 3. And Kitty definitely laying down the fire. And Coral, she is going to be healing back up. Kitty is down. Caddy, she's going to come in and confirm that kill. AoR is going to be sitting as a duo. And they're going to quickly back off so they don't lose any more. F29 and Golden Eagles are right here, right on top of each other. Rage and Sorens. They are really dangerously close to F29, but they have a little bit of a hill, little bit here where it is blocking the view. So F29 may not know that they're right there. but you do have a rival who is on the other backside of F29. And Goexia very quickly up to 3 eliminations, making that, well, now 6 eliminations. And they are going to be sitting as a full squad. Our first team out for match 2 is going to be Run Nation. And they're going to get these revives off very nicely, kind of keeping them sitting as a full squad. Matisha, she is down, but is going to be revived and is going to be back up on her feet. So AoR is going to still remain being a duo team. We're down to just 6 teams that remain. All right, and Goexia is inside the zone. They are very center of the zone here. So as Golden Eagles are going to be making their way in. So Goexia has a very good position here. They do have the only building, I believe, that is still remains. Xtreme girls, 2 of their members have been knocked. 1 has been eliminated. It's going to be all up. Dude, Krasy, can she pull this off? Would they clutch here and be able to get the other 2 back up? She was not able to get 1, but does have a knock on a Nytron. She is battling it out very nicely. Good grenade from long behind. 9 Xtreme girls are going to be our second team out for match 2. And Nytron Esports is going to get those revives. They are up to 4 eliminations. They're going to get the revives, so it's going to be keeping them sitting as a full squad, moving into the next zone. All right, AoR moving into the zone. F29 kind of hanging out towards the top up there of the zone. Kind of waiting it out here as they try to figure out when to make a move into zone. The Nytron Esports moving into zone. Looks like they did lose a member right there. All right, Goexia again has the zone. And they are definitely sitting very nicely, very pretty inside the buildings here. The other teams are going to need to be pushing in to them. coming in from behind. They do need to pay attention with Golden Eagles that is right there behind them. Mira, she is down. Are they going to be able to get that revive? Ruru coming in with a very quick revive that's going to be keeping Nytron up to a team of 3 as they do try to make their way into zone and closer to Goexia. F29 with a team of 3. This is going to be a challenge here to try to get these revives off. And is able to get one. That zone is moving in quite quickly, and it looks like they're going to leave one of their members behind. F29 quickly trying to make it in, and is down and out. Nytron is going to be stuck out there in that blue zone, and it looks like they are going to be going, most of their teams are going to be going out to that blue zone. We're down to just 2 teams remain. AoR being a duo team going up against a Goexia, which is going to be a full squad. And Coral, she is down, but they're going to be getting that revive. All right, AoR quickly moving in. Manu, very nice. GG's. Goexia taking the chicken dinner for match number 2. AoR coming in second. Nytron coming in third. Golden Eagles coming in fourth. F29 coming in fifth. 9 Extreme Girls coming in sixth. And Run Nation coming in seventh. In a caddy with Goexia coming in with 5 eliminations. Mira with Nytron best companion with 3 rescues. Manu dealing the final kills for match number 2, giving Goexia the chicken dinner. All right, we'll get you here momentarily as quickly as we can into match 3. Hang tight, stay with us. All right. We are here with match number 3. And we got a flight path coming out of the winery all the way up towards Dobro. Kind of that southwest flight path. Very well could see some of these ladies jump towards Villa Castle, maybe out to the cement factory, maybe even get down, get a vehicle and move out to Cosmodrome, maybe and or the coal mine. But Goexia are winners from a last match. We're going to follow them as they do make their descent down to, looks like it's going to be the winery. And they may have the winery all to themselves. It looks like they are. AoR moving out to Milner. So we got F29 and 9 Xtreme girls kind of going out towards the Villa Goexia area. Golden Eagles and Nytron moving out to Krishas. In Run Nation going out to Villar. All right, all of our teams are down on the ground. It looks like we kind of, based off of the flight path, kind of a 50-50 split of teams going on both sides of that flight path. And our very first zone is definitely going to be kind of towards the Castle Hot Springs, the cement factory. The only team that is really close is going to be Goexia, who are down there in the winery. They're going to be able to grab the stuff that they need and then very well easily move straight into the next zone. And we will have those scores for matches 1 and 2 up. They're working on those. So by the end of, hopefully by the end of this match, if not the end of match 4, maybe kind of in between match 4, we'll actually have those scores for you ladies. All right, Nytron's up there with kind of with the Golden Eagles. Nytron is split. We have seen them do this quite a bit for the first 2 weeks. They kind of alternate on splitting, each of them going to a good group set of houses. But Ruru is not very far, just kind of across the road a little bit from Golden Eagles. So we may see something there. We'll keep an eye on those two teams. AoR looting and grabbing the stuff that they need. And all of our teams are starting match 3 here, being all full squads. And it looks like Matisha and Lisa both found a vehicle, and it looks like they're going to be making their way right into Goexia. They've got to be extremely careful while traveling down this. Goexia is there in the winery. And it looks like AoR is going to be able to slide by really nicely along the road. They may absolutely run into Goexia as they do get closer to the bridge in Hot Springs. And they are jumping out, and each of them are getting a vehicle on their own. Both Matisha and Lisa are down. Goexia was definitely waiting there, pushing their way right into that road. AoR looks like are going to be moving forward now, just being a duo team. Nice shots up by Olivia. All right, Manu kind of on the backside of AoR. AoR may be in trouble as Goexia is going to be kind of surrounding them. Livia is down. Kitty's going to be the last one that is still up right now. Can she hold it as Goexia are very quickly moving in? DBS in hand, and AoR is down and out. Nicely done to Goexia there. Run Nation and F29 catching up. XZY definitely took some damage there. And Curly, she is laying down, did get 2 drops there. And both of the members of Run Nation very quickly revived and back up on their feet. F29 lost 2 of their members right there in that fight. They are in that blue zone though, so they're going to be fighting Run Nation and the blue zone. Run Nation very close to that blue zone. They could just kind of slide into that blue zone and wait patiently for F29 to make their way in. F29 are going to be down and out. We're down to just 4 teams that remain. Goexia, Nytron, Run Nation, Golden Eagles. All 4 teams are still remaining as a full squad, so we are definitely going to see quite a bit here. Goexia is trying to find their next location here. Golden Eagles making their way in to the zone. And they are going to be running right smack into Goexia. because Goexia is right there at the end of that road. Manu and Anna are both down for Goexia. Caddy, she is down. And Coral down and out. Nicely done by Golden Eagles. They are up to 8 eliminations. Got 3 teams that remain. Run Nation and Nytron and Golden Eagles. Which team is going to get the chicken winner for match 3? And our Golden Eagles, these ladies do have the water there kind of towards the backside. So the other two, Nytron and Run Nation, are going to need to be pushing in kind of towards them a little bit. But depending on where the zone shifts, Golden Eagles may need to be pushing towards them. Not much of a change here for the zone and where these ladies are currently at. So these ladies still have plenty of time to be able to kind of take it slow, take it easy, regroup, kind of come out with another plan, since they are in the top 5 here. They're the last 3 teams, so they're going to be trying to play it smart and try to decide where that next location is gonna be. Golden Eagles split 2 and 2. Both have a vehicle, so it's going to be very quickly for them to be able to rotate if need be. And it looks like they are going to be pulling up on Run Nation. All right, Run Nation holding it down. XZY. She is outside. She could definitely get some good shots there on Rage. She quickly moves back inside. Nytron still outside of the next zone. Taro, she is moving around, trying to get a better angle. And Paris, she is down. Rival with a molly. Does that molly get well placed? All right, Paris, she is getting revived. Amanda's gonna get that revive for the team. Ooh, DBS in hand. Rival does get a knock. Run Nation and now down to just a team of 3. Ooh, Amanda down a nicely placed grenade. Paris, she's the last one that is still standing for Run Nation. Can she clutch this for the team? Grenade in hand, very well placed grenade. We're now down to just 2 teams. Nytron and Golden Eagles with 12 eliminations. All right, Nytron closing in on Golden Eagle. Golden Eagle have now taken over the buildings. And Taro looks like she's going to try to rotate outside, kind of loop around a little bit. Let's see what she does. She may be backing up. She could be going to the mountain, the little rocks behind, which it looks like she is. All right, Nytron trying to move in. And they're having a very tough time trying to get in close to Golden Eagles. Rival with Golden Eagles is backed off and is pushing around. And Nada, she is down for Nytron. Rival coming in really quickly, pushing. All right, she is on the backside here. Can she hold it? Can she get it? DBS in hand and is taken out. Rage coming in from the other side. Taro, she is down. Sorens, she is being a distraction for Nytron, but Nytron is hurting. They do have, looks like they have 2 members down. Ruru getting the revive. They now have 2 members up. GG's, nicely done for match 3. Golden Eagles taking that chicken dinner. Nytron coming in 2nd, Run Nation coming in 3rd, Goexia coming in 4th, F29 coming in 5th, 9 Xtreme Girls coming in 6th, and AoR coming in 7th. Taro with the going all out with 5 eliminations. Sorens with Golden Eagle with the best companion with 2 rescues in Rage, with Golden Eagles dealing that final kill and giving Golden Eagles the chicken dinner for match number 3. All right, y'all hang tight. We'll get you here momentarily, as quickly as we can, into the last match for tonight. All right, while we're waiting on a match 4 to start, we do have the scores for you, ladies. All right, and 9 Xtreme girls, this is for match 1 for this week. 9 Xtreme girls, 14 points, taking that chicken dinner. Golden Eagles that came in second with 13 points. Very close there, only at 1 point behind. Goexia coming in third with 8. AoR coming in fourth with 6. Run Nation coming in 5th with 6 points as well. F29 coming in 6th with 4. Nytron coming in 7th with 2. We're going to get you a match 2 here for the scores. Let's see if we can get those. Let's see if they're out right now. All right, here is match 2 results. Goexia with the 23. Nytron Esports coming in second with 10. AoR coming in third with 8. Golden Eagles coming in 4th with 5. F29 coming in 5th with 3. 9 Xtreme girls coming in 6th with 2. Run Nation coming in 7th. Those scores are still under review, so we'll try to get you match 3 here. All right, match 3 scores are still under review as well. They are getting them in. All right, our last match for tonight. We are here in Sandhawk. Now, Sandhawk being a very small map, it's also a very small land map, so could very well see some very quick fights. Now, Paradise Resort, Boot Camp, Pan Am, very close to this flight path. So we could more than likely see some of these teams, these ladies, go to these, and these are very hot spots for this map, because with any flight path, you can get to anywhere on this map. And we have Goexia right off the bat here. That is in Paradise Resort, and they are already down a member with Golden Eagles. AoR is inside a boot camp. The rest of the teams did kind of scatter out there just a little bit. And Coral, she is hurt just a little. Looks like she needs to get some meds. She is healing up very nicely, so she's going to be back up to almost full health. All right, Golden Eagles kind of waiting it out here to see if Goexia is going to be moving in. And Goexia is going to have to be extremely careful. They are going up against Golden Eagles, and they are down a player. Manu, Rage very close, could easily take out all three of these members, but waits very patiently. Manu is down. Anna down. All right, Coral, she's gonna be the last one that is gonna still be stand. We could see Goexia go out right here, and that they do. Goexia is gonna be our first team out for match 4. Golden Eagles already up to 4 eliminations. We've got F29 and Run Nation in the quarry. We'll keep an eye on them. Let's get y'all the scores for match 2 tonight. All right, these are scores for match 2. We've got Golden Eagles, a chicken dinner. They had 23 points coming in first place. Run Nation coming in second with 10. AoR coming in third with 8. Golden Eagles coming in fourth with 5 points. 9 Xtreme Girls coming in fifth with 3. F29 coming in sixth with 3 points as well. There is a tie there, so we'll have to see how well they held up for match 3. Run Nation coming in seventh with 1 point. All right, we're going to get those scores for game 3 here for you ladies. All right, so Golden Eagles with a chicken dinner for this week. They have 26 points for match 3. Golden Eagles coming in second with 8. Run Nation coming in third with 8 points as well. Nytron coming in fourth with 7. F29 coming in fifth with 3. 9 Xtreme Girls coming in 6th with 2, and AoR coming in 7th with 1. Golden Eagles and Run Nation definitely keeping it tied here throughout this week. All right, overall right now, let's check this out. So right now, here's the overall standings for week 3. Golden Eagles with 44 points, Goexia with 39 points. Non-Xtreme Girls coming in 3rd with 19. Run Nation coming in 4th with 19. We'll have to see how these two teams they hold up for match 4 here. We've got AoR coming in 5th with 15. Run Nation coming in 6th with 15 points. F29 coming in 7th with 10. We've got a total of 4 teams with ties here. We've got Non-Xtreme Girl and Nytron Esports with 19. AoR and Run Nation with 15. We'll have to keep an eye on those ladies and see how well they can pull and break that tie for match 4. And we do have a fight going on right here with Run Nation. Run Nation with 1 point. They are down 2 members. And they do have an elimination on the board. F29 started match 4 with just being a team of 3, and they're now down to a duo here. So F29 is about 5 points behind on Run Nation to be able to potentially move up to that next slot. Kind of move up in the ranks there. So them being a team of 3 starting out, but now down to a duo, they're gonna need to work smart here, which these ladies will definitely do. They're gonna be taking on fights as they can and when they can. Heading back up to AoR. AoR, Olivia, she is down. Is she going to be able to get a revive? And is going to get revived very nicely by Lisa. But Lisa in the process of getting that revive and was taken. Olivia was definitely eliminated there while Lisa was in the process of a revive. Golden Eagles quickly moving. They are up to 5 eliminations. Matisha, she is down with AoR. Rage coming in. And is gonna sit there. Kitty is down. And AoR is down and out. Golden Eagles up to 8 eliminations already. And they are sitting as a full squad still. Very non-extreme girls. And taking on Run Nation. Alright, Run Nation with a member down, and a member has been eliminated. Enchantress, she is down. Are they going to be able to get the revive here with 9 Xtreme girls that are right on top of them? XZY kind of stayed back. She is going to be moving in here, coming in and trying to help out. All right, Run the Nation up to 7 eliminations. They're going to be giving, let's see, Golden Eagles a run for their money. They're just behind 1 elimination. But Golden Eagles up here with Nytron Esports, so they can quickly grab some extra kills here. Nytron already down a member. They're down to just a team of 3. Naha, she has been ran over. Ruru is down. Nada, she's gonna be the last one that is still standing for Nytron Esports. Can she hold it? No, she can't. Golden Eagles coming in with another squad wipe. They're up to 12 eliminations. We're down to just 2 teams that remain. Run Nation with 7. Them being a team of 3 going against Golden Eagles. Can Run Nation hold their own here? Looks like XZY could be disconnected. Hopefully she is. Alright, she is back. She's going to be on the move now. Going to be catching up with the other 2 members. Alright, Golden Eagles kind of moving towards that center zone there. We'll have to see as this zone is moving and closing in. We'll have to see where our next stage is gonna be as we are closing in to stage 5. Amanda with some shots on Rage. XZY is down. Hopefully Run Nation can get a revive. Let's see, Enchantress and maybe trying to move in for a revive. If Enchantress can get the revive, it's going to be putting this as a 3v3 for our final match for tonight. Rage moving in, keeping Amanda kind of pinned behind the wall. Rival, she is down and out. And this is going to be a 2v1. GG's, nicely done. Golden Eagles coming in first, taking that chicken dinner. Run Nation coming in second. Nytron coming in third. 9 Xtreme Girls coming in fourth. AoR coming in fifth. F29 coming in sixth. And Goexia coming in seventh. All right, hang tight. We'll get these final results for you, and we'll get and show them here momentarily. Y'all hang tight. That was probably the all right. Here is the results for our last match. Golden Eagles taking that chicken dinner with 25 points. Run Nation coming in second with 15. Nytron coming in third with 5. 9 Xtreme Girls coming in 4th with 5. AoR coming in 5th with 3 points. F29 coming in 6th with 2. And Goexia coming in 7th with 1. All right, let's see the overall. Let's check this out for the final week here. All right, after this week, after these 4 matches, this is what we have. Golden Eagles taking 2 chicken dinners for this week with 69 points. Goexia coming in 2nd with 40 points with a chicken dinner. Run Nation coming in 3rd with 30 points. 9 Xtreme Girls coming in 4th with 1 chicken dinner and 24 points. Nytron coming in 5th with 24 points as well. AoR coming in 6th with 18. F29 coming in 7th with 12. Definitely we have a two-way tie. We have a tie here between 9 Xtreme Girls and Nytron Esports. We'll have to see how these 2 teams hold up for next week. Hopefully they can break that tie. Golden Eagles for this week with a 69, and they are putting up with 2 chicken dinners. They definitely brought the heat for this. Let's see if they can keep it going into next week. Hopefully they can keep that momentum going forward and being able to kind of come out on top. But those are the scores for this week. Y'all have a wonderful Saturday evening. Thank y'all all so very much for hanging out, tuning out, supporting the stream and these wonderful teams and ladies. Y'all have a wonderful night. I'll see y'all on another stream on another time.